Yo, let me put the background on. What is going on? This is Unbound and welcome into the show. I'm your host as always, Mr. Truth Teller. Also, I got a new name.
Oh, right.
Bearcat Pierce.
There's history behind that.
Yeah, there's a lot of history behind that. I know a lot of people weren't too thrilled about the name. Initially, I wasn't either until I really did some research on the name, the history of Bearcat. I was like, okay, this is actually pretty cool.
Isn't he like the first
Yes.
like world, isn't it like world champion?
First black world champion. And I wrote it down in my planner, but
Is it in WWE history or wrestling history in
it's
general?
wrestling history.
Nice.
He's
NWA?
actually in WWE Hall of Fame. However,
Is he in
by
NWA? What was he the NWA World Heavyweight Champion?
no, it wasn't. I think it wasn't NWA per se, but I think they were in relation.
It was definitely in the territory era.
Yeah,
But yeah, because it wasn't like he was in AEW or something.
oh no, definitely not.
I don't know why I said AEW there, but
because AEW's we're still waiting for that moment for AEW.
Yeah. They're gonna get there. They're gonna get there, and when it happens, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be a party. We've been turning up for everybody that's done it. Big E, Lashley, Kofi.
Yeah. When AEW finally does it at some point, we know they will. It's gonna be a pop. And it's going to be deserved. And it's going to make sense. It's going to feel organic. That's the thing. Because I'm getting a lot of organic vibes from AEW. You know what I mean?
I think it should be Powerhouse.
Yes. I would like to see that. I would like to see that. He needs to tighten this promo game up. But, yeah.
His facials, he probably has some of the best facials in AEW.
Yes.
Which, I mean, he still has a lot. He has time to grow. I mean, I watched the match with him and Punk at Grand Slam on Rampage. Definitely still rough around the edges.
Yep. Like I said, that's the thing about AEW. Everybody has so much room to grow because everybody there, save for the guys at the top and other few select people, are like in their early to mid 20s.
Yeah.
They're not even close to their prime yet, you know?
Right.
You know, like I had to, like, even though he's not in AEW, I'm just looking at his quality of matches. I'm looking at now, and you can have your opinion on it however you want. Like, I'm looking at Will Ospreay, and I'm thinking, oh, well, he's got to be close to 30. He's not. He's close to 30. He's 28, and he's still, like,
I think Ospreay is actually solid. There are times where I kind of do roll my eyes at some of the stuff that happens because it's just sometimes I got to the point now where certain things I watch it and I'm like, okay, what was the point?
Yeah, but
I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah, a match you recently had was I sent it to you. RKJ Ricky Knight Jr. versus Will Ospreay and Rev Pro to unify the belts. Which, fun fact, Ricky Knight Jr. is Paige's nephew.
Sounds like makes sense. Nice.
And he's 21 years old, and he had an absolute banger with Ospreay. Watch it. I'm telling you, it's pretty good. It's really good. So,
sounds like something to go in my rabbit hole playlist. I started looking through some stuff. Darius Carter was a name that I was put on to. Shout out to Sir Wilkins of the Java Cheers podcast.
Yeah, I saw he had a pretty good showing against Ricky Starks on Dark.
So I started doing that. So I actually found a interesting intergender match I'd watch.
Really? Who was it?
Him and shoot, I can't think of her name right now.
Adora?
Yeah, Trish. At
Beyond?
No, it was Battle Club. Actually, I do know somebody who put me on to Battle Club Pro as well. Shout out to Duke Loves Wrestling. Two dudes I really do a lot of talking to and just bouncing off ideas on what I think about things.
Makes sense. Speaking of which, we got Free the Narrative 2 coming up this week. It's called The Monster in Us All. Featuring
one of my favorites, Adam Scherr, formerly known as the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman.
Yes, it is also supposed to feature Matt Taven from Ring of Honor, which I'd surprised me. Let me make sure I get the full lineup. Moose is not going to be there apparently.
Interesting.
Moose is not featured in this one. Yeah, so I got it right here. It's going to feature. Yeah, it's going to feature Gentleman Jervis, Pero.
Is he an actual gentleman?
I'm not sure.
All right,
Pero, EC3, obviously. Weston Blake.
Weston Blake,
formerly known as Wesley Blake.
I was like, okay, where are we going with this?
Apparently, 2.0 is going to be in there.
That's going to be interesting.
Tongaloa. That's interesting.
All right, so with this, are we going to be seeing a lot more? Is it going to be in the same light that it was presented to us as the first Free Narrative, where you're not going to get?
I feel like it is
full-out matches. It's going to be more cinematic and movie.
I feel like it's going to be more cinematic because the way they did it last time. Well, you saw it. You know how cinematic it was.
Yeah,
and the overall narrate. If anything, I thought I'm saying, man, I just want to watch them. I'm thinking it's just going to be matches, and then in between, you're going to have EC3 narrate something, but he's narrating throughout the matches, which I think kind of added to it.
Yeah,
it added deeper character.
I agree.
Not necessarily telling you not necessarily doing what WWE does with commentary, where they have to, constantly repeat things to you in case you didn't hear it the first 50 times.
Well, sometimes you kind of don't hear the first 100 times.
I know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it's I feel like that definitely added to it. So there's that.
It's more like he's telling you a story. It's it definitely adds more to the story.
Yes,
the way EC3 does it.
Yes. And I'm curious as to what his big takeaway, because remember, you repeat that one quote that he said from the last one. So I'm curious as to what we're going to have there.
Lord of mercy, I have it in my desk. I ain't going to read it today.
Yeah. But I'm saying you took that and you've watched the first Free the Narrative that stuck out to you, and you've been repping it ever since. So I think this is the same case. So you're hoping for that. Also, Bloodsport's coming up. Really looking forward to that. Marina Shafir set to make her debut in GCW.
That's Roddy's wife, right?
Yes. She's set to make her GCW debut at Bloodsport, along with Killer Kelly, Yoya, who fought Leah Rush at the last Bloodsport. Tom Lawler.
Yoya's a woman, right?
No, Yoya's a guy. That's a guy.
Oh.
I put it in the group. I put everybody who got announced with Bloodsport. I put in the group. Calvin Tankman's going to be there.
He's a tank, man.
Arturo Ruas. Well, the man formerly known as Arturo Ruas is going to be there.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's going to be he's going to be there. And then the most recent announcement was Filthy Tom Lawler. That was the one that was announced today.
That sounds filthy.
Oh, and Killer Kelly also got announced.
You said Killer Kelly.
Did I?
Yeah, because she was in NXT UK for a hot minute, right?
Yeah, she didn't stay though, which actually I was kind of grateful for, because I kind of like her, watching her work on the independents.
Sometimes it's just better for you to be on the independents. Yeah. Like I said it before, WWE is not 100% for everybody.
Yeah,
and that's perfectly fine.
Minoru Suzuki's going to be there. I'm just hoping Barnett doesn't fight Minoru Suzuki like he did last time. Last time Suzuki was there, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but I'm like, it's like, well, obviously Barnett's gonna it's Barnett's show, so he's not gonna lose at his own show, and Minoru Suzuki is not gonna job to, Minoru Suzuki's too loved by the crowd to job here, you know what I mean? So it was like very, so they went to a draw, which I feel like was the only, but you could kind of see it going to a draw, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know. That's the way I look at it. And then next week, you got the big one. I honestly thought this was going to happen like next WrestleMania weekend, but we're doing it now. Jon Moxley is going to defend the GCW World Championship against the King Nick Gage. And what I'm pretty sure is going to be a death match. I'm pretty sure it's going to be.
I've never seen him in anything but death matches.
I mean, well, he didn't have it. Well, he fought Grim Reaper at this last show I watched, and that wasn't a death match. It was wild, but it wasn't a death match. You know, he did use a pizza cutter though, but wasn't a death match. So,
close enough.
So it's all the same to you.
Send me a match with him not using a weapon.
Noted. Bloodsport. He was at the first Bloodsport. He was at Matt Riddle's Bloodsport. I forgot who he fought, but he was at Matt Riddle's Bloodsport, which shocked me. Oh, he fought Killer Cross at Bloodsport, at the second Bloodsport. Didn't last long. Cross choked him out in like 2 minutes. But.
So, did you hear about what Seth Rollins said about the match with The Fiend at Hell in a Cell 2019?
Yes, I heard he hated it. He hated the fact
that he was ready to fight Vince.
Yeah. He did not like that at all, which I didn't either. I'm like,
I don't think anybody liked it.
Nobody liked it. If you like that,
they could have made more sense of it if they would, because everybody keeps thinking it was a DQ. No, it was not a DQ. It was a referee stoppage.
I'm saying like that's but there, our P-sides brains will think DQ referee stoppage is the same thing,
right? But here's how you could have made sense of it, and I understand that we're.
This ought to be good. This ought to be good. Go ahead.
So, how can a dead man continue a match?
But he was.
Why did the referee stop the match?
I don't know. You tell me.
Because the Fiend got bashed on their head with the hammer.
Okay.
How many people do you know can survive a huge hammer being bashed on their head?
Bugs Bunny.
So
don't boo me. I'm right.
You're not wrong, but. We're assuming that the Fiend is not Bugs Bunny because this is the moment that we realize, the Fiend's weird. He's out here not taking any damage.
Superman.
Right, because before this...
I'm saying Superman can also take a hit with the hammer to the head.
Right. But before this, the Fiend's had, one match, and that was against Finn Balor, which was...
Well, he also had that match with Brian. Was it?
No, that was after that.
Oh. Why did they have a strap match?
That was probably his best match, though.
Well, of course, Daniel Bryan gets a good match out of everybody. Like
that is true.
Honestly, like who has he had a bad match against?
Sheamus.
Yeah, that's literally. I know that's literally the one exception, but like everything else, he got a good match out of the Big Show. Until
Big Show's not bad though. That's the thing. Big Show is very underrated.
I feel like he could. Man, I wish. Well,
now it'll be harder to get a good match out of Big Show.
I want to see D. Bryan Bloodsport. I hope if he gets announced for Bloodsport,
cool. But would he do it?
I think he would. He wrestled Tommy End, now known as Malachi Black, in a shoot fight in WXW. It was shoot style fight. It wasn't a shoot fight, but it was like shoot style.
Is that on?
And he beat him, huh?
Is that on YouTube?
I got you. Anyway, carry on. I got you.
So yeah, that's basically what that is. What were your thoughts on the rest of the show for Wednesday and Friday of last week?
I liked it. I enjoyed.
Bryan versus Omega was really good. I wouldn't go as far as match of the year.
No, it was on the it's on the list for me. It's on the list, but it's not in the it's not in my 5. It's like my 5.
I told you before
of my 10. That's my 5. That's 5.
Yeah, I told you before the show started that they were going to give you. I got this. I got it. So think of Nori Japan at the mall.
Think of who, what now?
Nori Japan at the mall.
Oh yeah, okay. You had to slow that down, but I got you.
So when you go to North Japan at the mall, you get the free the free sample right there, and you get that taste.
Yes.
That's what they. I feel like that's what they gave us.
Yes. That's actually a very
So,
good
like I
description of
told
it.
you in the King, the moment they run this back with
It's going to be
a
amazing.
story more than just we're about to run this dream match for y'all real quick. Because that was literally a story going into the show. It was we about to drop this dream match for y'all,
I just sent it.
and we about to go out here and beat each other up.
Yeah. It was a definitely worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth everything. It was worth the wait. It was worth the the time. Everything was perfect. I did bite on some stuff, you know what I mean? But here's the thing. Here's what I figured. Because you can kind of tell how the way certain matches are going to go. Like for example, like when I first watched Kenny Omega versus Okada, and I figured out his finisher was the one winged angel. And well, when he was kept picking up Okada for the one winged angel and not hitting it, I had to Google it because I'm thinking, is that his finisher? I'm watching it and thinking, is that his finisher? I was thinking, is that his finisher? And it turns out that is his finisher, but he wasn't hitting it. So I'm thinking, okay, and then Kenny ended up losing that match. So that, in my mind, made me say, okay, if Kenny Omega can't hit the one winged angel, he's not winning the match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how I got that. Like you saw, he went up for the one winged angel, it got countered into the Rana, and then you went from there. So okay, I don't think Kenny's winning this.
Well, the thing was, I going into it, I didn't. I kind of when they said the time limit was 30 minutes, about halfway through, I was like, "This is going to a draw."
Yeah, I was thinking. I also thought that. I didn't think it was going to a draw. I thought we might get a winner, but I was thinking more interference before getting a direct winner.
So here's the thing.
But then again, I feel like they wouldn't ruin it with the interference.
Thankfully, they didn't. And the thing is,
but why would they?
Who would you have lose?
Huh?
Who would you have lose? Would you have
Brian
debut?
You can't have your champion get pinned on television.
That and then the fact that this is Brian's debut. I think if Brian had a match prior,
yes. If Brian had fought like
perfectly okay with him losing.
If Brian had built the gauntlet up, like fought one of the Bucks, one of the Good Brothers, and then fought Adam Cole, maybe.
I'd rather not see the Good Brothers on TV right now.
Well, at least Carl Anderson.
Well, Gallows.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he would have fought, like maybe he fought, I don't know, Jungle Boy, or but maybe not that high.
The typical go-to guy for like these guys coming in now is to go against Seidel.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but not like that, or Dante Martin, but like that. You see what I'm saying?
You know who I really want to see him go against?
Malachi
and I noticed it watching the match today. Darius Carter.
I want to see him versus Lee Moriarty.
Versus Carter would be amazing.
I want to see him versus Lee Moriarty.
I'm kind of upset that A-Kid's and this is one of those moments where I feel like him and A-Kid would have slapped.
As soon as A-Kid went to WWE, I'm like, he's not going to have the same caliber matches. Because when he was in White Wolf, maybe not the same. I watched that thing with Jordan Devlin, that Iron Man match with Jordan Devlin, and it wasn't bad, but it didn't hit like his match with Zack Sabre Jr. You know, because I like A-Kid and Zach were I mean, it got 5 stars from Meltzer, which I know is not worth anything. But when I heard it, that this match got 5 stars, I wanted to watch it. I'm like, yeah, it was totally fucking worth it.
I'm really enjoying between Ring of Honor and their pure division. And the
Jonathan Gresham.
Yeah, and then NXT UK with their Heritage Cup. I'm enjoying these two different takes on pro wrestling right now.
I prefer a belt. I don't like them carrying around the trophy in UK like that. It just looks.
I feel like a medal would do.
Yeah.
They were doing that in FCW with the women.
They had a medal or a trophy.
They had both. They had like two different things they could fight for.
Huh.
I can't remember what the name of it was, but I was in one of my little moments. I was like, I'm just going to do some looking into FCW, and I found it. Friday, Punk. I talked about how Punk and Hobbs was cool. I didn't watch the rest of it. Like, I'm sorry, 2 hours of Dynamite after 2 hours of SmackDown.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't watch SmackDown. I just waited for. I don't even know what happened on SmackDown. What did happen?
I don't remember. So much.
Oh,
So
no,
much
no, no. I
content
know.
did happen
I
between
know.
Friday and Sunday.
Ford. I know what happened. Montez
Oh,
Ford.
Ford and Roman had a really good match.
Yes, that happened. I mean, it was all right. And then what's his name? Balor showed up. Demon Balor showed up. Can we just get to that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the match was good. I was not a fan of the ending.
Well, you saw my reaction to that.
Yeah,
ending.
we kind of had this. This is one of those moments where we had the same reaction.
What kind of Pat McAfee took the words out of my mouth. He said, "What kind of Bush League nonsense is this?" I'm like, "You're being generous."
If you want to be creative with a finish,
it wasn't that. No, that kind of sold me. Now I'm thinking, is he really going to do this? Like, I never in my watching Roman's title reign, I never had the opinion of, oh my gosh, he might actually lose than I did on that moment. I did not have that. I didn't even have that. I didn't have that with Bryan. I didn't have that at WrestleMania. I didn't have that at. I didn't have that against Edge the second time. None of that.
I think this was the closest.
This was that moment, which is what you need in every title reign. You need to have in every title match. You need to be sure it's like, oh my gosh, can this person is this really going to be it? You know. That's why Kenny's has been so good. That's why I didn't like Charlotte's, because I was watching that match with Charlotte and Alexa, and I'm thinking, I don't get that feeling. I didn't get that feeling the whole time of watching that match.
I had a moment.
I didn't.
When because they
well,
I guess because you
hit the code red. When she hit the code red, that was it.
And that's why, because during the build, that was something that she had already put on Charlotte.
Yeah, the hitting the code red, that was it.
Oh snap! Yeah, and she hit that one this time, because the first time she went for it, she kind of slipped off for a second, but ended up getting it in.
Yeah, and then I was even, not gonna lie, I was like, wow, they're letting him hit code reds now after they let Adam Cole hit the Canadian Destroyers. So now they're doing that again. Because I had never seen a code red in WWE, you know.
Well, Cena was in code reds.
Huh?
Cena was hitting code reds.
Well, do we still see Cena? No, we don't.
Who's Cena?
Actually, we've never seen him.
Have we ever seen Cena? I've been picking with my coworker about that all the time. She loves John Cena. She was talking about, you better not talk about John, because I've been picking with her, and I slandered Jeff Hardy's name.
Were you trolling her?
Yes.
I'm about to say, because
you know black people just love.
I'm about to say, yeah, no.
So I still to this day don't understand it, because I do know Wilkins is not a Jeff Hardy fan.
Like, it's so weird. Like,
and so
literally, I googled, just looked him up on YouTube, Jeff Hardy, one day, and I'm like, and I just watching his videos, I'm like, sold. I am sold. I'm sold on whatever he's doing. So it was just, yeah, that wasn't it though. That wasn't it. I don't know. I
appreciate the effort, but it didn't go.
I don't know. I want to watch SmackDown, because here's the thing. They're going to... I don't like doing this, but I'm lying. I'm bullshitting. I do it all the time. I've seen people compare this to what happened at Revolution, which is literally kind of the same thing. Whereas the match was good. Like, because the match between Mox and Omega at Revolution was good. The match was good. Like, the whole match was really very well done. The only bad part, I don't know if you could call it, the only underwhelming part was the explosion.
Boom.
That's that thing. the big reason why I don't have a big problem with that as much as I did, as I don't have a big problem with that as much as I do with this, is that this was during the match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This was during the match, and then it killed the whole vibe of it because you saw, like, it's like they had to think of something on the fly, which I'm like, that is not it. You know
Well,
what I
I
mean?
think
That
this
shouldn't
was
be.
planned.
But I'm saying, like, why do you even need to plan that? You know what I mean? You just gotta. Why can't you just
So here's my thing: if they and this is a big if, because again, who are we talking about here?
WWE?
So if they can make sense of it on Friday,
Yes.
I'll be okay.
I'm just curious as to what they're gonna say. No, considering how Roman
Because
was looking.
you have a good you have a chance to make something out of this because I don't know if you saw what happened Friday with Montez
Yeah. Oh, the table. Yeah.
and how he got on the table and the table just broke on him.
Well, you can't blame it on the demon.
But there could be something else going on there to where you've had a table break just by a man standing on it, and then a the entire top rope breaking
The
because a man
Undertaker
will make
doesn't need to
something.
return. He's like 80 years old.
But the convenience of it all so far is the fact that it's happening during Roman's matches. Where they go with it, I don't
Nobody
know.
wants to see Roman Reigns fight the Undertaker again. We got
Oh
that
no,
one
please
last
don't.
time, and it was not great.
No, absolutely not.
They went like 30 minutes for no reason. Why?
They should leave that at the graveyard dogs.
Yeah, that man went 30 minutes in that main event, and just yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't good. They saved it with the very emotional afterbirth. It's not really afterbirth,
He looks
but the
so.
finals.
He just looks so. What made it worse? Like Finn looked so confused. That's what made it worse. I'm like, because you can tell he was like, "There's
Maybe
no
he didn't
way,
like it either.
huh?"
Maybe it's something he didn't like either.
I don't
We
think he. I don't think
time
he
will
did
tell.
because he looked at that. Because he looked at that. Like, granted, he's holding his leg because he almost collapsed. I'm like, he's looking around like, yo, what? He's looking around like, yo, what the? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Time will tell.
Anyway, but Brian
It's not gonna be in WWE
Omega was
forever.
good. Deus Omega was good. Puck Hobbs was good. It was good to see the Super Click back. I'm wondering how long it's going to take for Adam to turn on him when he. Well, I wonder it's kind of long. I'm wondering about that because remember the
Is
Bucks
he
did,
returning though?
huh?
Will he turn?
Well, because they killed him. You know,
Are
they
they
killed
going
him.
to use that on TV for Dynamite Cannon though? Because yeah, they're using it for
I
BTE stuff,
mean,
but
well, no, because he
he
said
kind
it
of did make reference to it.
when he showed up at All Out because he was like at All Out. He came in there. They were surprised to see him, and he was like, "Do you like you think like you guys think I forgot about like you didn't say it over our mic, but he said like did you guys forget it? You thought I forgot about what you did to me, you know?" And he said it. Granted, he said it before he kicked. He said it before he super kicked Jungle Boy because like you guys think I forgot about that, you know? Because I think they forgot.
Did he forget?
I think they
Because I
forgot
mean,
because
he's
it'd been so long, you know.
we'll see.
We
Time
will
will
see.
definitely tell. I don't know how you're going to make sense of you killed me for the majority of your fan of people watching Dynamite to just be like, wait, what?
Well, here's the thing. Anyway, they still love him anyway.
Yeah,
They love Adam Cole regardless. Even when they love Adam Cole, baby, regardless, except when he's wrestling. Same thing with Brett. They love Brett. The whole DMD thing. Then she starts wrestling, not because they're bad, but because they're great heels. So
yeah. I think Cole's better off as a heel though.
yeah. Also, I need Brett to stop winning her matches by DQ. I get she's a heel, but like, come on.
her match with Ruby wasn't
Like,
all
cause
that though. That
it was
that's
it
where it
was
kind of
good, but it was good, but it was like it.
it should have been the main
It
event.
irked me because I'm like, come on, like just win the fucking match by yourself. You know what I mean?
It should have been the main event.
No, it shouldn't. That's what I'm saying.
That
Like
should have. That should. Well, the thing is, I understand.
that was the main event of
I
that
mean,
was
I guess Sting. I guess you could have used FCR and Sting
either
Darby.
that either that or Cody and Black. But I don't think people would have liked Cody in the main event.
Nah,
That dude came out there with looking like Homelander, bro. You know who Homelander is?
he needs to go ahead and turn heel, bro.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's what's gonna happen tonight. What time is it?
7:42.
Yeah, so we got time. I feel like it's gonna happen tonight, or at least it's gonna get alluded to tonight. You know, because he's gonna do some shit. And who's he teaming with? Lee Johnson. Lee Johnson's gonna look at him like, "Yo, what are you doing?"
Who is he going against?
Dante Martin and Matt Sydal. Because one thing we know,
So
Matt
where
Sydal,
is his brother?
Martin's gonna be phenomenal.
Is
So
is the other side there injured?
yeah, I think so.
Lord have mercy.
I think he's either injured or in oblivion. I'm not sure.
They've been dealing with that a lot because Dante's brother's still injured.
I could. Yeah, well, he tore his ACL.
Darius.
Yeah, Darius tore his ACL.
So he's going to be out for the rest of this year, calendar year.
Yeah. So like, it's like 8 months, depending. I'm just honestly, whenever I see a wrestler gets an ACL injury, I just gauge it. I just put it at the max 8 months. That's how long it took Rosemary to come back from her when she tore her ACL. She went out in May. Well, she tore the ACL before that, but she was buried by Su Yung in May of 2018, and then returned 2000. She returned at Homecoming 2019 in January. So May to January, 8 months. So I just gauge it like that.
Yeah.
And it works. Man, that was a great storyline. Speaking of which, while we're still in wrestling, can we talk about, like, I saw something that said Impact has gotten the best deal out of the AEW partnership. And I'm like, you're 100% right. No, bear with me. So think about this. First of all, I just want to start off by saying, yes, Impact is still a thing. For those who don't know or those who aren't aware, Impact is still alive. It's alive and well. Think about this. Impact was hanging in there, 2000 post Austin Aries. Think about this. Impact post Austin Aries has kind of skyrocketed, wouldn't you say? It's gotten out of its own way. It's found some storylines, and granted, never mind. We're not getting into Tommy Dreamer, but like they've managed to get better and better. They're putting on matches of the year now. If you haven't seen it, go find TJP versus Josh Alexander for the X Division title in an Iron Man match. Trust me, you won't regret it. Go look that up. Go look up Phoenix versus Cage. But like, or look up Elgin versus Cage. Shit, at a Slammiversary.
Elgin.
Huh?
Elgin's on that list of people that people don't want to look at.
Oh. But the thing is like, here's why I think they got the better deal, because now you have these guys like Christopher Daniels returned to Impact. Where is he technically signed to? AEW. Who's else been showing up in AEW? New Japan. Guys from New Japan showing up in Impact. Jay White showed up in Impact. El Fantasma just recently returned to Impact. Like I said, Christopher Daniels, all these guys is getting a lot of like name value, like resurfacing in there. Kazarian, all these people coming up from Impact and from New Japan to make themselves, not even make themselves known, but to give the boost that place needs that it didn't really already have. You know what I mean? And to see that, it's kind of amazing. You know, because I keep seeing comments on Twitter. It's like, wow, Impact's still around. Yes, it's still around. It's pretty damn good.
I think people would just say that to sound funny at this
Yeah,
point.
well, it's not funny anymore. It was at one point, but now it's time to take it serious.
I mean, if you're gonna talk about it, you might as well watch it.
Right? Time to take it serious. Also, they're having something called Knockouts Knockdown kit. They're gonna have a Renee Michelle recently got announced for that. Also, Mercedes Martinez is gonna be there. And Doriana Peraza is gonna fight Mickey James at Bound for Glory for the title. Not sure how that's gonna go. I really can't lie. I'm not sure how it's gonna go. I do know Josh Alexander is gonna be Christian though.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm looking through Fightful, and evidently there looks like they're teasing Brian versus Garcia.
Ooh. Oh, inject it into my veins, bro. I'm not being facetious, like for real. Like that'd be fire.
I definitely
Like on Dynamite or just please be on Dynamite.
Please be on Dynamite or at least Rampage.
Yes.
Do not have that on Dark.
No. Shit, I want Lee Moriarty to fight Brian.
That'd be dope too.
Yeah. Anyway, transition. What do you got?
All right, so
I heard so Power Rankings came out, and you were not happy with them.
Not happy is an understatement. I was flat out pissed, bro.
Flat out
pissed.
No, flat. You see why they're flat out pissed because you're a musician.
Well, I can't be
nothing
sharp.
really.
I can't be sharp out flat. So they have two separate They have two separate
because I know they had like D1 and like D2,
so
right?
D1 includes your MEAC bands, your SWAC bands, and now your Big South bands, which Big South bands right now, the two HBCU bands in Big South are Hampton University and North Carolina A&T.
And this is solely for HBCUs.
Yes. So
for those who don't know, that's historically black college and university.
Right. Now, this list, what I'm about to read down now is not why I'm mad. I'm actually pretty, well, not really content, but not too upset with.
Dog, it's okay. You can be mad. It's all right.
No, I'm not mad about
You're
this.
salty. You're salty.
I'm confused about this, but not so much to the point where I'm mad. So number one, no, let's start with
you're
number
salty. 10. You're like right in the middle. You're salty.
No, I'm just confused. So number 10, Hampton University. They're coming up. We've never
really seen them as having like a good band per se.
They've been on the come up over the last few years.
They're not bad, but when I think HBCUs, like my mind doesn't jump to Hampton. Well, when it comes to bands,
this is probably their first year ever on the list. Let's be real.
I wouldn't doubt that
because Dr. Jones has been doing a work over there, and I got to give him his credit.
By the way, we're going to homecoming, right? Because
yeah.
Okay,
Tennessee State, if they have it, they've been doing a lot of following A&T, and A&T kind of said the only thing we're doing is the game. So we'll see how that goes. So number 9, Tennessee State, I think are way too low. Number 8 should definitely be in the number 9 spot. Prairie View A&M.
That's at HBCU?
Yes.
Every time I see that name, I don't think of that as an HBCU. I'm not gonna. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. Every time I see that watching college football, I said, "Huh? Wow, that school is getting their butts kicked." And then
they're in the SWAC.
Oh, I didn't know. Well, I learned something today.
Number 7, A&T.
Carolina.
Yeah. Number 6, Bama State.
And there were 2 Chainz went.
Huh?
And there were 2 Chainz went, but he didn't graduate.
Yes, that's what 2 Chainz went. And I forget who else went there. Somebody in the league with Bama State. Number 5 is Jackson State. They should probably be number 4.
I feel like they should be higher.
Yeah, they should be number 4.
Isn't that what they call
it? 2, to be honest.
Didn't they call that the mouth of the South or something like that?
They are the Sonic Boom of the South.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Something like that. I was thinking, well, I don't know why did I call them Jimmy Hart, the mouth of the South.
Because they do have of the South in their name.
uh,
Number 4, Southern University. They are known as the Human Jukebox. This is the
okay.
group I think should be number 1.
Huh.
Southern University should definitely be number 1. Number 2 should be Jackson State. But number 3, I think they got right spot on. The best band in the MEAC. Shout out to the Norfolk State University Marching Spartan Legion.
For those listening, that's his bias. He thinks that.
I mean, if it was real bias, I'd put us number 1.
That's fair. That's fair.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I did march with the Spartan Legion. 3 years. I don't have. Oh, actually, I have my duffel bag sitting right here. Number 2, Bethune Cookman.
That's number 2.
So, what I did notice is this is
Over Southern and Jackson State.
Right, but this is they work with I think this is the undefeated, which is
Yeah. They do something.
Again. So once I realized that, I was like, okay, makes sense. Which kind of gives you a head scratcher because I'm like, I wonder why Graham wasn't on this list because every time, no matter how horrible Graham's band is, Grambling always in somebody's top 5. I'm like, bro, they're trash. But number 1 is FAMU, and okay, I guess if you like block arrangements, but FAMU is basically the Dallas Cowboys of HBCU bands. They're called World Fame for a reason. That's why I say they're the Dallas Cowboys of the HBCU world. Whether they're good or bad, they're always going to be the most popular band. Just like y'all, y'all could go 0-17 this year and still be the most talked about team in NFL.
Yeah, because people are going to be celebrating how bad we are.
And then, I mean, no matter what you're doing, the Cowboys are always in somebody's mouths. Pause.
Well done.
I got myself that time.
Well timed.
For D2, then I'll get to why I'm mad. So D2, you're not going to know none of these schools because some of these schools I don't know. So number 10 is Edward Waters College. They must have fell off. Allen University, who the heck are they? I don't know. Number 8 is East Elizabeth City State University. They should be a little bit higher. I saw them on at the game we went to, and they
were there.
Good for a small band.
Are they? How small are they?
They're not too small. They're about 50 piece. Just wins. So I mean,
wait, what? No brass?
Well, no, not when I say wins, that counts brass and wood wins. It takes wind to produce sound. That's what the wood part. Woodwind is because, well, outside of saxophone, there's usually some kind of wood that.
Like a clarinet.
I don't know, just for clarinets. I don't know why they're called woodwinds. Don't ask. Number 7, Winston-Salem.
Hey, we've dropped past there on our way to Carolina.
Yeah. Number 6 is interesting. They're very low. Miles College. Number 5, I don't know why they're on this list, but Talladega. Oh my gosh!
That's a university?
Yes. No, they're not. They're not a university. They're just Talladega College.
I mean, still, I thought it was just.
This is the band that has been the running joke of the HBCU band world for almost 10 years.
What did they do?
They stand there and play loudly with no sense of anything on the field. So they participated in the Battle of the Bands that happened in Houston.
Okay.
And by a long shot had the worst show out of every band that was there.
Ooh.
It was so bad. They were transitioning into their dance block, and they were moving when they were offbeat. moving, walking.
Hey, this is an HBCU.
Yes, they were marching offbeat, and then by the time the transition ended, they still were in place, and you had people moving around trying to get themselves in order. It was so horrible.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they're so high.
What number are they?
Number 5.
Wow.
In all honesty, I switched to Virginia State. Number 4, Langston University. I have not heard of them yet. I'm kind of upset Kentucky State's not up here. Actually, I know. Funny thing is, one of the assistant band directors at KSU is was my first section leader when I got to Norfolk State. Shout out Mr. Blackman himself. What? I call him Mr. Blackman.
No, it's just.
So funny story. On my duffel bag, they told us to write our names, and so we all know my name is Anthony Pierce.
Yes.
So we were joking about section leader, and we were calling him Johnny from Ed, Edd n Eddy. And so I was over here, G Plank. And instead of writing Pierce, I wrote Plank. So you see Anthony Plank slash out Plank than Pierce. And I can't find it now. Oh, here it is. So yes, my name is Anthony Plank.
Hold on.
Moving on to number 2, Florida Memorial. Who the heck are you? I'm going to look at some of these bands later on. I probably should have done that. I don't know who the heck Florida Memorial is. And Benedict College. Benedict College is number 1.
Of course. I mean, I keep the other video on repeat.
What video?
Black and Blues.
Oh. Well, they're actually a very solid band all around, even without Black and Blues. We call it Benedict around these parts. Did you really just change my name?
Yeah.
To Anthony Plank? I am done with you. I'm gonna send you a video of them actually playing at the lab that happened. So they're really solid.
Dynamite's about to come on, by the way.
Huh? Oh, I got it on my TV. But my issue here wasn't even that. It was the fact that, and this isn't really a whole bunch of bias for me because I'm not a percussionist. So percussion, they rank the percussion sections. Number 1 is Cold Steel of North Carolina A&T. Number 2 is Texas Southern University. No. Number 3 is Sticky Situation of Hampton University. Number 4 is I think they still go by this name, Mick Funkbox.
Wait a minute.
I don't think that's their name anymore. But way back when they used to be the Mick Funkbox.
MC Mick Funkbox.
Let me double check.
Who is that?
That's Prairie View. Yep, Mick Funkbox. So they got the Funkbox. I don't know what their new name is, but we're just gonna go with Funkbox for the time being. So they're number 4, and then whatever the drum line is for Grambling is number 5.
Where's yours at?
I had to go to our name to see where they rank us. They have Bethune as 12th. If anything, Bethune's 2nd.
Where are you guys at?
We're number 6.
It's not too bad.
No, that's horrible. It's horrible because we should be number 1.
Well, again, that's your
It should
bias
be
is creeping in.
MD, whatever the heck Cutlass is, and then Cold Steel.
You said Cold Steel is Southern?
Huh?
Cold Steel is Southern?
No, Cold Circus is A&T.
You said wait, who's Cold Steel?
Yeah, that's Cold Circus.
No, you just said Cold Steel. I'm so confused.
But they're Circus, so they're Cold Circus.
Who's Cold Steel? You said kept saying Cold
that's
Steel.
them. Cold Steel, I just call them Cold Circus.
So they're the same.
Yes, Cold Circus. If you ever see them perform, it looks like a circus.
Oh, Brody. It was Brody.
If you ever see them perform, I'm going to send you some videos of them. They do a lot of flips. It looks like you're watching AEW on Drumline.
Well, that was a low hanging fruit, but I mean, it's not wrong.
I mean, if you put
low hanging fruit again, it's low hanging fruit, but you're not wrong.
So. If you put Ray Phoenix versus Insert Jackson into a drumline match, it would look like Cold Steel.
Fair enough. I wonder what they're going to start with. Wonder what they're going to start with.
Well, they're starting with CM Punk.
Oh, right, obviously. They're in Rochester, by the way. You know who lives in Rochester? Or you know who's from Rochester?
Who?
Brody. They're in Brody's hometown. This is the show Brody was supposed to debut at.
Yeah. He can't do the stage dive today.
Yeah.
All right. But outside of that,
I hope this ends with Hangman returning. I really do. That'd be really cool.
But so Saturday, I went to a gospel concert.
Yes, you did. Did you get your cardio in?
No, I was too busy being a musician.
Wait, what?
and making faces the whole time.
So you're too busy judging people.
I got face cardio.
You got.
And the funny thing is, nobody could tell I was making faces the whole time. So you know that face. Ooh. Yeah, I was making those faces because boredom.
Was it like the face you make when you hear a good beat, or like a face of like criticism?
No, a face of snap! I need to steal that chord.
Ah.
And nobody could tell because I had a mask on. What made it that much better.
Who was at this concert?
So it opened up with Ty Tribbett.
That's a good opener. Hang on, let me ask you this: did people run? Did somebody get their cardio in?
Boy, they were getting their cardio before the concert started.
So,
as you know, this is a black event, so you
already. So the answer is yes. People were getting their cardio in.
No, they were getting their cardio in. People were running around trying to take pictures with Rhoda.
I'm talking about from the experience, bro. Like,
oh yeah, that's it.
So yeah,
I mean, we saw one lady. She was already back there getting her shot on 20 minutes before this thing started.
Did somebody fall out?
No, nobody fell out. Unless it happened during Tamala's performance, I don't know. All right. But then again, you got to remember it was about 5,000 that was there, so I couldn't see everything going on. Rock Church is pretty huge. So the thing I really noticed is, you think back to old Ty Tribbett days when he was making the Standout album, the Victory album. Yes. His group, was it? Yeah. How many people were singing with him during that time period?
It was like 12?
Probably
12?
Probably
12, more. 20, something like that. It was a lot.
You want to know how many he had with him on Saturday?
It looked like 5.
5. He had the most people singing with him. The Clark sisters, it was the 4 of them, and then they had 2 people in the back who were just there.
So he was. Wait, so it was just 5. Wow.
And then Tamla Mann had about 4. Why is this a big deal?
Because choirs are dying.
Because exactly, bruh. Choir, the era of choir music is like the
An
era
endangered
of
species.
R&B sounding like what it used to.
It's an endangered
Like
species,
R&B
man.
today is not. You don't get that vibe of I'm singing in the rain. I'm you doing all these hand movements.
You don't get that Jason Derulo.
No. What is the Nehu? You're not getting the Nehu. You're not getting that now. Have you ever seen Kev on stage talk about Nehu? So gone are the days of Nehu. Nehu is like choirs. So there's a saying for the day. Choir gospel is like Nehu of R&B. You just aren't getting it now. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are choirs out there still doing it.
Yes.
Shout out to my boy Anthony Junebug Turner. Also, remember the Spartan Legion.
Oh, Youthful Praise. JJ Harrison, Youthful Praise.
Yeah,
well, it's not a
Youthful
choir,
Praise.
but you know
Vince
what I mean.
well, right, but Vince Bohannon, he's doing it. Dexter Walker. I don't know if Focus is still a thing, but Focus was a choir that I listen to every now and then. But now you don't hear. It's not like back when we were in the car seat. Everybody named Mama had a choir. Did you see the 3-minute video that I sent of Kirk Franklin singing? Well, it was David Mann singing.
He's able.
He's able.
Yeah.
Which I never. I knew David and Tamara were in there. I just never knew that was David leading. Did you know that was David? Did you know that was David leading the song the whole time?
Yeah. Well, no, well, not at first, but I had.
I knew they were in the choir, but I just didn't know that he was leading.
I have that concert on VHS. I don't know where it is, but I had it, and I remember seeing him.
Fred Hammond ones my dad had.
So
we had the
2, 3. He's able.
We had the Pages of Life and the album after that, both live recordings, and we had the Standout that happened at Rock Church.
I had Victory. I had the Victory DVD.
We had Standout. I don't think we ever had Victory.
My favorite part in Victory is when he's singing "I Still Have Joy," and he runs.
His shout must be stupid, bro.
Man,
I've been listening to the shout bones. I'm like,
I've never gotten cardio. I've never I don't dance per se at church. You know what I mean? I'm not that guy. You know,
you're not that guy, pal.
I'm not that guy. But I went to him when he was at Picnic at the Pavilion years ago. And he headlined, and I was getting my dance on.
No, he is a ball of energy, bro. But if you haven't seen him yet, hopefully you'll still get another chance to see him. You got to see the Clark Sisters, dog. If you have never seen the Clark Sisters sing, you got to see them.
I've seen CeCe Winans. Let's see. I've seen CeCe Winans. I've seen JJ Hairston virtually. I've seen Maurette Brown Clark. Who else have I seen? The Canton Spirituals. No, yeah.
Let me see. Who's some good gospel choirs nowadays?
My dad.
I don't think HBCUs are doing a lot of gospel choirs now.
I think Richard Smallwood still uses a choir, right?
Because at one point, even the colleges were doing gospel choirs, and I don't think they're doing
Norfolk State. Like Norfolk State had a whole album.
They haven't had one since 2013.
A choir, or
we used to have a gospel choir at Norfolk State.
I know, because they would every year they would come by the church. They would go by Grove and have a concert. I remember it because my buddy used to be in that choir. Right,
and I think June was the one that was running that.
Yeah,
and I know for a person like him, he's not too fond of the fact that is a dying breed, because that's what he does. He's a choir guy.
Here, you know where he would make money or be good at?
Where?
AEW shows. Hey, they ain't got no rhythm.
I know where you're going with it.
Am I
But
wrong?
they gotta have some voices, dog. And you gotta whoa. You gotta be doing all that stuff.
No, but I'm saying all he needs to do, he don't even need. All he needs to do is just make sure they stay on beat. And say, all right, here we go. Get ready for Judas. Here we go. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Unfortunately, you have some very tempo challenged people in any crowd.
That's what I'm saying. You just got to keep them on tempo. That's it. All you got to do is keep them on tempo.
Tempo is not going to work.
All you have to do is keep them on tempo. Like you hear people try to sing Cult of Personality. It's like if you're gonna sing it, sing it. Just stay on tempo.
They only yell "What look in my eyes" and they're done.
No, they don't. No, they sing like the first couple. They say, "Look in my eyes. What do you see?"
That's all I hear.
Cult of Personality.
That's it.
But they love that Judas theme song. They love Judas.
Cornette loves the Cult of Personality. Have you seen him sing it yet?
I have not, but I imagine it's hilarious.
Like Mussolini and Kennedy, like Joseph Stalin and Seth Rollins.
It's Seth Rollins.
I was listening to him talk about it on the Experience one day, and he started saying, "No, Brian Last brought it up. Was like, you don't like the Cult of Personality for that one part." And he starts singing it again. I was like, "Oh my god, stop this guy!" I'm like, Cornette is an idiot, bro.
And then,
but yeah, I mean, you got the Sunday service.
I mean, every now and then I do miss choirs. You know, like at my church, they're like,
you got worship teams now.
Yeah,
so it's like 4 or 5 people singing.
I think the most I've seen for us is like 7, but recently I've seen like 5.
Right.
Don't get me wrong.
You don't get more than 10.
Don't get me wrong. I want to like just sing something like a choir would sing. Like for example, they tried to sing Hallelujah one time, you know, Hallelujah, salvation and glory, honor. They sang that. And then it's like
Psalms 19.
Say what?
Psalms 19.
Yeah. They sang that. And then they got to the part where you split it up, and then you had each person sing an individual part, and then they brought it all together. I'm like, it don't sound the same, you know, like
because it is meant to be for that 25 to 50 piece choir.
It was good, don't get me wrong, but like no praise team should sing total praise.
That's something I couldn't see a worship team doing. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Now the popular songs that do now are more suited for your worship teams. Like you got Waymaker, a lot of songs that Maverick City has been putting out.
They did sing "I Do Worship" by John P. Key.
That's something you can finesse that into a worship song because I've done that with the church with like 4 people. I got a video of it. I can send it to you.
Nah, I believe you. But yeah,
matter of fact, part of it's on my TikTok.
You know, and then is that, and then like,
well, part of it because then we finish it and then we go into more than anything.
Yeah, you did. I do worship. Then you do, or what she will do. What our worship leader would do. Well, she'll sing. She'll fit like certain parts of it in like bridges of other songs. You know what I mean?
So kind of medley, which is another thing I've seen a lot of people do. I've been because I listen to a lot of musicians because I'm always trying to figure out.
You have to enhance. You have to enhance your superpower.
Yeah, you got to train your superpowers, man. When you get superpowers, you don't just sit around and just say, "All right, I'll use these tomorrow." So I'm always listening to stuff, trying to pick things out. And just work my ears. Yeah. But I don't know. I kind of do miss that time period because, like I said, I've been listening because you sent me the video that Kevin on stage was about Fred Hammond stuff. So I went back and started listening to that.
Dude's.
I started going back and listening to some of those old albums, the Pages of Life and the Purpose by Design is so underrated, bro.
I like Love Unstoppable. I have some songs I like on there.
Bro. They're not such a Purpose by Design.
No, I agree.
Those are probably some of my favorite gospel albums. That one, Not Guilty, is up there too.
Jesus be fit. Jesus be fit.
John B. Key's still my favorite gospel artist. My favorite gospel artist.
He's up there.
John
I
P. Key,
think,
Fred Hammond, Marvin Sapp.
yeah.
Even Marvin Sapp now, he has a worse. I'm trying to think. A lot of these people, because does Hezekiah
Donald,
Walker still
no,
use a choir?
mine easily Donald Lawrence.
Does Hezekiah Walker still use a choir? I'm going to look this up.
Last I checked, he was. I know Donald Lawrence is still using the choir. He calls it Donald Lawrence and Company,
You
though.
know what I realized? Who's still wearing
What?
robes?
Oh wow, white churches.
It's been a while,
I'm
and I
sorry.
haven't
I
seen
mean,
anybody wearing robes anymore.
yeah. I think there's some old, probably Catholic, maybe Lutheran,
Probably because
big
the thing
churches.
I've noticed is you starting to see now, and my uncle made a good point about this. People aren't doing as much suit wearing as either church.
Is what kind of
I
church?
wear a suit every now and then,
Which
like
church?
usually people. Well, especially for black people, you don't see a lot of people going to church wearing suits now.
Oh no, I don't. I don't. I
So
only do it.
I
I
wear one
do.
for Sundays, but usually when I go in, I have on like one Sunday I wear a pair of jeans and my shirt. The other times I'll have on like some khakis and whatnot.
Oh no, I go full casual. I have like a plethora of inspirational T-shirts that have like scriptures on there. Like for example, I have a red shirt that says "Rise Up America," and then on it
I
it
might have
has
that one.
Isaiah 40:31 on there.
I
You
think
know,
I've
they
seen
that
that.
wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount on wings like eagles of
Yeah,
shore. They shall run and not be weary.
I've seen that one.
Walk and never
I think I've
faint.
seen that one. I think I used to have that.
Yeah, that shirt. I have that shirt. I have another shirt that's like a cross and a money sign in it, and it says "I've been paid for." You know, I
See,
have shirts like that, and I wear those to
I wear
church.
my
I
stuff
don't
that I wear to
wear,
work.
huh?
More times than not, I'm wearing the stuff that I wear to work. So like anything that you see me at work, I'll probably wear to church, which is so funny because a lot of times I don't dress all the way. Like today, I wore. I had on some. I had on white, little white sneakers, and so they will see me sometimes. I come to work in like a shirt and tie, and like, why are you wearing church clothes? I'm like, there's no such thing as church clothes. If you want to see, you can go to church in jeans, which I do
Yeah,
sometimes. So
yeah.
my uncle made a good point.
As
He
I
was
know it
like,
says
back
"come as you
then,
are," but I feel like that means a whole different thing. But it also means the context of what I said.
so back then you kind of had something to dress for.
Yes.
So a lot of times you didn't have any like we came from nothing at that point. So
Yeah.
that was a time where we would dress up. But now we don't necessarily we are a lot better off. So we're not really in the dressing up for a church mood, which I don't think is a problem. I mean, it's clothes. And so I'm not gonna go in there looking a mess. I'm gonna go looking presentable. I'm not gonna go in there looking like some dude off the street. I'm gonna look presentable, and as I mean, I don't see why I have to wear a suit every
I
single.
trust me, bro. I don't. The last time I wore a suit to church, like a full suit with a coat and everything, it was a Sunday my mom preached. I haven't worn a suit since. I did wear the sweater, but I'll go most times when I want to feel formal. I'll wear a sweater vest because I have two sweater vests. I'll wear the sweater vest combination with some jeans or some nice pants and all that, but I won't go full suit. Plus, I have chloroframs, like those shiny chloroframs. I don't like breaking those out a
Oh
lot.
yeah, the ones my granddad was like, "You must be in the military."
Yeah. I don't like breaking those out if I don't have to.
Yeah, ball game. All right, that's all I got for that.
All right. Transition.
You wanted to bring up? Oh, did you see my post about 2010's music?
Yeah. I agree. I agree. I think my favorite one out of there was, I mean, just kind of biased, but my favorite one was My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, because I told you that's my favorite album of all time.
Yeah, you told me. Hold on, I gotta pull it back up because there were so many great albums up there. Where did I send it to? The Unbounded group, or was it sent to the group with just you and Brian? I can't keep up sometimes. Oh, what's up with the looks? What's today?
It's the 29th.
I'm gonna just I can just shut my camera roll, can I?
Did you see that video I sent where she
Here it is.
said that girl said that Jason Derulo is a light
Oh
at
yeah.
the most. Yo, that had me done because it's so true. She said the way he says his name before all of his songs.
Oh man, fan of a fan. That was quite the mixtape. I forgot about fan of a fan.
Hey, yo, that had me weak. That had me weak. Oh, that was the funniest thing.
More About Nothing is probably the greatest mixtape ever, by the way.
Oh, that was hilarious. You said
So More
you
About
said
Nothing, Crit Was Here, Friday Night Lights, The Marathon, Overly Dedicated, Thank Me Later, Teflon Don, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. No, all those albums are
speaking
still
of which,
albums that hold us today.
Hitler Wears Hermes part side B dropped on Friday.
Yeah, I started listening to it. I didn't know. I thought Brody Lee was going to be with something kind of with his voice or something, but it was still cool.
Oh, you're ahead of me.
Yeah, it was the first song on the thing.
Wait, what?
It was just an interlude intro. It was just a little 22-second intro piece.
All right. Anyway, so there's that. Anyway, let's end our friendship. What do you say?
We do this every week.
Ooh.
I say something that makes you want to drive over here so we can fight. It's expected.
Anyway, you're only allowed to keep 3 of these 90s Renaissance films. You have The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin with Robin Williams, The Lion King, Pocahontas, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I know it's Notre Dame, but I like saying Notre Dame. It sounds better. Notre Dame is trash this season, by the way. They're not getting in the playoff. They're just going to do what they do every year. Get in there and they get destroyed in the first round. Happens every year. Every year. Same thing with Wisconsin. Wisconsin always finds a way to ruin it for themselves in the end.
They did lose, right?
Every time. So what?
They lost, right? Didn't they lose Saturday?
Notre Dame played Wisconsin, and I think they lost. Hang on. Let me check. Wait, let me read through these first. Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hercules, Mulan, and Tarzan. I already have my 3, so take your time, look through that picture, and then find your 3, and then let me know.
I'm ready. You go ahead.
Of that list, mine is and mind you, this is for soundtracks alone. Movie quality could be debated, but soundtracks alone, come on. Lion King, Mulan, and Tarzan. Easily. Without
clearly
fail.
Lion King is going to be on my list. Hercules is definitely in there. And I'm saying Aladdin.
I mean, I think out of those, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, I think out of those 3 I picked, I think pretty sure Tarzan had the best soundtrack. You know what? Hot take. Soundtrack had the best soundtrack up there.
You said
Phil
who?
Collins did work on that album.
Sir.
Phil Collins.
We're gonna sit here at like Hercules doesn't exist and Lion King doesn't exist either. Don't even get me started on Lion King.
I'm not gonna sit here and act like Phil
Don't
Collins
even get me
didn't put
started on
out
Lion
3
King too.
bangers in that movie.
Don't get me started on Independy. Don't get me started about He Lives in You.
Hey, don't do that. Don't bring that in there. We all know He Lives in You is a great song.
Hey,
but
probably the greatest Disney song ever.
No, it's not. I would say.
Who better?
Wait. You ready? All right. I'd say Hawaiian roller coaster ride.
Get out of here. Nope. I just
Better than Independi. Yes, I said it.
Pending is a banger, bro.
I'm not saying it's not a banger. I'm not saying it's not better than Lion roller
All
coaster
right, I'll
ride.
give you Pending. I'll give you
Well,
Pending.
Hawaiian roller coaster
Not
ride.
better than He Lives in You.
No, I didn't say that. I said it's better than Upendi. It's not better than it's not better than that. All right, I'll give you that. Who Lives in You, league of its own. All right, especially with Mulan, Mufasa looking down in the sky in the video.
We can agree there. These guys look like a bunch of dorks on TV. They don't care what we're talking about right now. Get the microphone out of Nakazawa's hand. All right, moving on. By the way, the Seahawks defense sucks.
I could have told you that.
Hey. I didn't ask you to agree with me. So that's my recap of the Seahawks and Vikings game. Our defense sucks, and our offense got 15 snaps in the second half. Cowboys, they look legit.
Yes, we do. Where's that game? Oh, by the way, Arkansas is undefeated.
For how long though?
Where is Notre Dame? Where is it?
They won. They tore Wisconsin.
Here he goes. 41-13.
I remember now because it got ugly. It got ugly in the fourth quarter.
But they do that every year, though. They do that every year, bro.
It got ugly for Wisconsin.
Every year, Notre Dame and Wisconsin do this. Huh?
They threw like 3 picks in the game. And the crazy thing is, Notre Dame was under third string quarterback. I remember that much. Packers 49ers, just one simple rule. Never leave enough time for Aaron Rodgers.
Arkansas is going to play Georgia at noon on Saturday in Georgia.
Well, you know what that means. When you beat the Georgia Bulldogs, you're gonna feel a bulldog bite.
You've been waiting to say that for a long time, haven't you?
Yes.
Also, Ole Miss is going to play Alabama, and they're both undefeated.
Well, somebody's got to lose. Ew. Speaking of, shout out to them Gruden grinders.
Oh, the Raiders?
Yes. My boy got him some real Gruden grinders now.
Yes, he did.
And I'm kind of scared to say this, but the Rams look like they could be representing the NFC.
Well, they haven't played us, so I mean.
Don't let my aunt hear that. The Jets are just the Jets. I don't think a rookie quarterback had a good game all week. There was not a rookie quarterback that looked good this week.
It's a growing process.
You know, it's a growing process. Hold on, let me pull this up real quick because I need to. The Bears
still rocking that white t-shirt.
Like 1 passing yard.
Wait, who had that?
The Bears. Hold on.
No, where's Hangman? I want Hangman Page at full gear. Give us Hangman Page at full gear, please.
All right, 13 crazy stats from the Bears' Week 3 loss.
Let's hear it.
The offense had its worst performance in 40 years. The Bears weren't just bad; they were historically bad, as in they only mustered 47 yards of offense.
Ooh.
47 total offensive yards, by the way. That's including pass and rushing for those who are unaware. You know that equals 1.1 yards per play.
Ooh. Dog, just say you're gonna kick his head in. Just say that. Come on, Brian. Just say that. I'm gonna need them to yell that louder too, because they said it. Because you peeped how he said it during the match, where he said he's gonna get his fucking head kicked in.
Did he actually say it though? No, he didn't say it. Did he say freaking?
Oh, come on. Really? That's WWE humor, Brian. You're in AEW now. Grow up.
Justin Fields at 68 yards passing. He was sacked 9 times,
Oof. Well, they
which
the
gave
Bears are
him a
terrible.
net of ready for it, ready for it,
Yeah.
1 passing yard. A net of 1 passing yard. Just 1. Not 2, just 1. 1. I feel for him because it wasn't his fault. You know whose fault it was? His O line and Matt Nagy is a horrible play caller. He doesn't. I don't know what he's doing. You have a mobile quarterback. Get him out of the pocket.
He's a defensive guy. So I don't know what he's thinking either.
He needs to relinquish his play calling. Then let the OC do that. How concerned are you with the Chiefs?
How what?
How concerned are you with the Chiefs? 1 and 2.
I'm not. I'm concerned, but not. I'm like medium concerned.
I mean, this is Pat Mahomes' worst start in his career. Because what, he usually wins his first 3 games. So losing 2 out of his first 3 is kind of weird. Granted, let's see who they play next week.
I'm not. I mean, I am concerned, but I feel like it's nothing.
Well,
they
they'll be
can't
2
turn
and 2.
around,
They'll be
you know
2
what
and
I
2 by
mean?
the end of the week. They'll be 2 and 2 this week. So
Yeah, yeah, they're because they're playing what Philly, right?
yes. Jameis Winston is showing himself to be the Jameis Winston that could possibly throw 30 for 30. Good 1 week. Not so good the next week. Good the next week, even though one of those that one touchdown was very lucky.
Yeah.
He was like he thought he still had Mike Evans back there, but he came down with it. That man threw up a prayer. The shortest Hail Mary ever. I'm gonna steal this from Shiz Adonis. It's something about the Colts, the Falcons, the Lions, and hopefully changing their ways, but the Chargers. They always find a way to lose.
Yeah, typical.
Which happened with the didn't happen with the Falcons this week, but happened with the Jaguars too. So the Jaguars did it.
If there's any team I think that's actually growing, it's literally the Jaguars. The Jaguars are like in a growing process.
They're growing to another number 1 pick.
Probably, but
Well, they should
they're
have
still growing nonetheless.
They should have picked the no lineman over I'm sorry, whatever his name is that they picked that's never playing right now. Etienne.
Oh, Travis Etienne? Well, yeah, he injured himself.
Yeah. Also, another team that found.
Well, he didn't injure himself. He got injured.
Yeah, but the Lions found another way to lose the game. But it was by.
I can't believe he hit that.
I mean, you're talking about the greatest kicker in the in NFL history. Only person that will entertain being talked about above him is Vinatieri. But when you look at percentages, nobody's kicking at the efficient as Justin Tucker. Nobody has the percentage he has.
Can you believe that LSU is not ranked right now?
What's their record?
3-1, and they're unranked.
Interesting. Who did they lose to?
I think they lost to UC. They lost to some team they shouldn't have lost to. That's what I know. I just saw it too. They lost to. Because typical with everybody in college, you're going to lose to a team you're not supposed to lose to.
Yeah. Did USC win last week?
USC in LSU's case, that team was UCLA. They lost to an unranked UCLA.
No, USC is not good this year. Oregon State clapped us.
Who did? Oregon, yeah. Oregon State's been good. What are you talking about?
Dog, what is going on with Keaton Slovis?
I guess you could say he's Slovis.
Well, I guess he's not going to be. He shouldn't be trying to declare for draft this year. This man has thrown 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions this season. Then again, he hasn't had a really good. He had one good year, and that was in 2019, throwing 30 touchdowns and 9 picks. Last year, 17-7. So far this year, 4-4. And every year, his completion percentage goes down. 71, 67, now 64. Yeah, I think Keaton Slovis needs another year. Is this Mark Ingram's son? Oh, it is Mark Ingram's son. Keontae Ingram. So we already know he has one son already in the league. Now he has Keontae. But Mark Ingram Jr. went to Bama, right? Yeah. All right, ready for these for these predictions for week 4?
Let's make some predictions.
Bengals, Jaguars, Bengals.
Bengals. They're good this year. Joe Burrow's settling
As long
in.
as they can keep Burrow healthy.
Yeah, he's healthy and settling in.
Healthy, settling in, and you got to remember he has his boy Jamar.
Yes, Jamar Chase.
Giving me life on in points. So that's dope. Vikings, Browns. I think the Vikings got a good game going against a very bad defense. So I got to go with the Browns here.
I'm gonna go Cleveland.
Chiefs, Eagles, Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs. Why did I stop to think about that? The Chiefs, because we just clapped the Eagles. You kidding me? The Chiefs.
Right. Colts, Dolphins.
Colts.
I'm going Dolphins. Even though I'm well aware that they are starting with Jacoby Brissett, but Jacoby Brissett is one of those guys that I feel like could be starting for somebody. So I'm gonna go with them. I think the Colts are still kind of trying to find their way. Giants, Saints.
The Giants. Yeah,
I'm gonna say the Giants.
I'm sticking with this.
Jameis had a good game last week, so that means he's gonna have a bad game this week. And the fact that Danny Dimes has yet to didn't turn the ball over, he's been very protective of the ball. If they can do that and get some traction going, I think they can win the game. It all depends on the Kenny Golladay plays because he's questionable right now. Lions, Bears. I'm gonna go Bears. I think again, this is gonna be one of those games that are really good and close, but is gonna be at the end of the day, the Lions are gonna find a way to lose.
Bears.
Panthers, Cowboys. This is gonna be a really interesting one here.
I mean, obviously.
The unfortunate thing is there is a lot of injuries that the Panthers are dealing with.
Apparently, they're without. I heard they're without
CMC McCaffrey out for a few weeks, and they lost J.C. Horn for the rest of the season.
Ooh. And they also don't have Luke Kuechly because he retired.
He retired 2 years ago. But then they're also very thin. I heard they're also kind of thin on the secondary. So based on that, I'm going to go with the Cowboys. Now, I will say this. This is going to be the real test for Sam Darnold.
Yes.
We've seen something in Dallas that we haven't been seeing the last few years. Dallas has ball hawks now. Trayvon Diggs, the father of Yasmin Lopez's child, is out there balling out right now.
Why are you just putting his business out there like that? I mean, you're right, but still.
Because everybody knows that he out here got Yasmin Lopez and they got a kid. But he been balling.
I can't hear the sound right now, but I imagine that Cody's getting booed.
Oh, you already know he is. But so yeah, I'm pretty sure you're going to Cowboys too.
Yes.
Texans, Bills.
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 Bills are hot.
No Tyrod. Davis Mills is struck. He's going to have another rough game. Titans, Jets. The Jets may score 3 points this game.
Yeah. Titans
Jets are going to get clapped.
Yeah, I feel
And
bad.
I'm going to love it because I got Josh Allen as my quarterback.
I just is it bad for me to want the Jets to be good? I just want them to be good. You know
The
what I mean?
Jets are the new Browns.
I want the Jets to be good. I want the Bengals to be good. You know,
the Jets
just out of I want them to be good out of principle because you know you just want to see other guys get the come up. You know.
It's because the Jets are the new Browns. So we saw how horrible the Browns have been for so long.
20 years. 20 years worth. They were wasting careers away.
So now it's the Jets and the Lions.
Yeah, the Lions might be headed there because Jared Goff is not it.
Jared Goof.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I don't think the Jets are winning this game at all. It's probably going to be close. Falcons football team.
Washington. That Chase Young is going to eat. Deron Payne is going to eat.
But the thing is that the Falcons don't really have that good a line, so they might feast.
Yo, Dante Martin is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, dude can fly.
No, he can move.
Oh yeah, he's very mobile.
Is Cody going to try Tope? Damn, I thought Cody was going to try a Tope.
Cardinals Rams. This is probably going to be the game that people are really keeping an eye on.
I'm going for the Cards because
yeah, I got to go to Cardinals here.
Cards.
This is basically to
I can't see Aaron Donald like running after Kyler Murray. He's too
Aaron Donald's fast now. Don't get it.
I know he's fast, but Kyler Murray is he's moving out there.
But you got to remember that the Cardinals do have the best corner in the game as well.
That too. Also, Richard Sherman signed with the Bucks.
Yeah, so. Richard Sherman's with the Bucks. Josh Gordon, Flash Gordon is now with the
Melvin Gordon is Flash Gordon.
No,
is he even playing? Is Melvin Gordon even on a team?
Yeah, he's on he's on somebody's team because he started using Melvin Gordon, the running back. Yeah, he's on the Broncos because Chisholm Adonis used the Flash Gordon approaching for him.
I did hear it. Now that I think about it.
But now he has two people to use Flash Gordon for because now Josh Gordon plays for the Chiefs.
Is he playing this week or no? Because he's
eligible this week.
Oh,
yeah, he's eligible week 4.
Yeah, he's with. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. He's with the Broncos. He went to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember watching him. Damn, I'm old. I remember watching him at Wisconsin.
Right.
Like seriously, I watched him at Wisconsin.
Pat Mahomes is younger than us. That's all I gotta say.
What the fuck, man?
But yeah, that game's for sole possession of first place in the NFC West now since the Seahawks and Niners lost last week.
Yeah, I mean it's not like you guys are gonna win it.
We might lose this week. We'll get there in a second, though.
Will you though?
We'll see. Ravens Broncos.
That's gonna be tough. I'm gonna go Broncos.
I'm gonna say Broncos just because of their defense, and Teddy Bridgewater is the ultimate game manager. He's not going to turn the ball over a lot, and like we just said, they got not Josh but Melvin Gordon over there, who's a really good running back. So good running game, great defense. It won Seattle Super Bowl. It won Denver Super Bowl. I mean, if you really be honest with you, it won the Ravens Super Bowl too. Seattle and San Fran. Here's the question. So I figured out the game plan to beat Seattle.
What's that?
stay close in the first half because they're not going to do anything in the second half. We don't do anything in the second half. It's so funny because I was thinking about this while I was dashing the other day. I was like, it's funny how Seattle's offense for the past few years has peaked during the first half of the NFL season and then died off later on during the rest of the season. Now we're peaking in the first half of games and doing nothing in the second half.
I mean, that's usually how it goes.
Because that's literally why we've lost the last 2 games. We were up 7? We were up 13? So we were up big against Tennessee last week. Nothing, and we laid an egg. Up big, we were up 17-7 in the second quarter against the Vikings. By the time we go to halftime, the score is 21-17.
Oof.
Just that quick.
Oh.
Never scored again. Didn't score again the whole game. Again, I told you, we had 3 drives. They go 5 and out in the second half.
Wait, 5 and out?
5 and out.
That doesn't even make sense. Like
5 plays and we punt.
Okay. Why did you just say that? Wait, 5?
And that was literally our second half. 3 drives, 5 plays.
Wait, the whole second half?
Outside of the 3 plays that didn't matter in the last 15 seconds of the game.
I'm still confused as to how you had a 5 and out. Like, was there a penalty somewhere?
No, we just had 5 plays and we got like 1 first down out of it and punted. 5 plays and punt. All 3 drives in the second half that actually mattered. By the time we got the ball back with like 30 seconds left, the game was over. A lot of that had to do with the fact that we just couldn't get the defense off the field. We couldn't get their offense off the field. For some odd reason, our team could not handle the bunch formation. I don't know what it is, but they just can't do it. They couldn't stop it.
Wow.
But we'll see. I'm still going to go to 49ers. Don't let your dad know I say that.
No.
Steelers Packers is going to be the game that I think is going to be shown on TV. I'm going Packers. The Steelers may be worse than the Seahawks.
Yeah. Did you see Big Ben?
You remember when Big Ben was actually a mobile quarterback?
Did you see him try to run recently?
That's so sad because I remember Big Ben couldn't run back in the day.
That's how he got the name Big Ben because he was moving.
I ain't gonna call him what Urinated Tree calls him. He used to call him.
What did he used to call him?
Well, we'll talk about that. I don't want to say it. It's mean.
Was it funny?
Yeah, it was funny.
Are they booing him? I can't tell. I have it on mute.
They probably are. I'm gonna text you. I'm waiting for your. Hopefully, his video is up by the time the AEW comes on because I need to watch his sports ball for week 3.
All right.
But who you got? Packers. You got Packers.
Yeah, I like Aaron Rodgers. I just want the Steelers to fail because I know too many Steelers fans and they're all jerks. One of them's not a jerk. She's actually pretty cool. But the other Steelers fans I know are pricks, and
my
I
best
hate
friend,
them.
one of my sisters is a Steelers fan.
So yeah, no, the Steelers can yeah.
2 more games. Sunday night game is the homecoming.
Oh, I hope the Patriots beat the Bucks. I hope Mac Jones.
Now you know.
I hope Mac Jones does the whole thing in an anime where I hope he pulls the whole young lion showing up the old lion thing.
What the heck is
That's
going
what
on?
I hope he does.
Do you see what's happening?
I do. I'm trying to.
They just walked out on Cody. Time to, I'm gonna go to Twitter and they'll tell me everything I need to know. That's what I do when I don't watch it. But I'm going with the Buccaneers here. And then I think this is going to be a very interesting game to see how it goes. The Gruden Grinders versus the Chargers. I'm gonna say Chargers win this one.
Why is Arn Anderson talking about murder?
I don't know. All I see is the first thing I see on Twitter is Arn got the Glock. This man got the blicky.
That's what.
African.
I feel like this means if Aaron. I feel like this means if they fight it. I feel like this means if Cody and Malachi fight again, Cody's going over.
Huh?
I feel like this means if Cody and Malachi fight again, Cody's going over.
I'm good on that.
Captain Fat. I mean, he's out of shape. I don't know what. I mean, is it wrong?
He's in a lot more better shape than he's been in a while.
Well, I mean, tell that to his knees. Nothing.
I mean, he's old. He's literally the last of the 04 draftees.
Arn Anderson saying,
I just got his jersey retired last week.
Arn Anderson saying, I pull out the Glock is the best thing. Arn will shoot you in the face. Arn Anderson's standard for his pupils is apparently the willingness to kill a man.
He literally said, pull out the Glock?
Yes.
Oh, I pull out the Glock. I am done. So we just pulling out Glocks on the AWCV now?
Yeah, that's why I said, it's like, is he talking about murder? Is Arn Anderson talking about that he will potentially murder somebody?
Yo, I'm gonna call. I'm reusing his name from now on. Arn Glock in my sock Anderson. They are in New York.
They're in Rochester. I told you that.
What are you talking about? My sock.
Very well. What else you got?
Running from the cop. Shoot it at the eye.
Oh, in New York. Oh, that stupid song. Somebody did a SpongeBob thing of that. Is it In New York, Emily Rock?
That's the only song I listen to from what's his face? Isn't that Playboy Cardi? No, the other song is Drowning. So I got 2 songs from Playboy Cardi. Outside of that, I don't care about him. Yeah, that's all I got, dog.
Yeah, that's all I got too. I'm gonna go watch AEW and see if I can run back what Arn said because that was
fun. I'm gonna go hide it. I'm gonna go hide it in my sock. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
wait. Dolly Parton just tweeted, I was so excited when someone told me that Lil Nas X had done my song Jolene. Had to find it and listen to it immediately, and it's really good. Of course, I love him anyway. I'm surprised and I'm honored and flattered. I hope he does good for both of us. Thank you, Lil Nas X. That's from Dolly Parton, the legend that is Dolly Parton. That's a big ass honor. Holy shit. Oh, and as always, my final thoughts are hashtag Free Britney. Give her some peace. Anyway, I'm good.
All right,
gotta go fold laundry at 8 o'clock at night.
Peace, love, and Pop Stars, and always drink water. Just let you all know, I have a baseball team. Do you want to know my positions, my players?
Why not?
I have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third. Why is the shortstop? No, I don't care. It's a shortstop. Tomorrow's the pitcher. Today is the catcher. Doggone my outfield. Oh, Y is left field. because his out is midfield.
Center. It's
Center field, my fault, center field. And then on the right side, I got nobody.
Sting trying to climb over the barricade.
Have you ever seen that comedy skit?
Sting tried to climb over the barricade. He couldn't get over it, so he just opened it. What was that? Bear Country and who?
Wait, is that Green? That is Green.
Green who?
Anthony Green.
Is it? Like former guy and they used to that left WWE?
Yeah, that's Anthony Green. I can tell that mustache anywhere.
I know he signed.
Well, he did some stuff. He's not signed per se, but he worked some dark stuff. He had a match with him and Asher, not Asher Hale, formerly Asher Hale was
Isn't
had
it
a match
like
against FCR on Dark.
Anthony Henry?
That's him.
Yeah, he's got a match with Ninja Mac coming up at the GCW show.
It's gonna be hard to get back to calling, especially guys that I never called their independent names, like Anthony Henry and Anthony Green.
Yeah,
like, I was really about to call this man Austin. What is it? Not it was something gray. Fortunately, I couldn't remember his actual name.
Do you know that, if the 8th man is the main event, the Dark Order matches, that's the main event? That's the main event, isn't it? It's got to be.
It's not 8 man, it's 16.
I know, you know what I meant. That's the main event, though, right?
If that's the case, then I'm definitely going to go do something else. That's too much.
Anyway, all right. Thanks, people, for joining us. We have a special guest coming for you next week.
Yes,
wait till we come back next week to find out who it is. We're gonna get. Not gonna lie, it is gonna be kind of serious next week, but we got a special guest for you. We'll show you who it is. We'll let you know who it is tomorrow. So, yeah, see you then.
Pop Tarts.
Peace.